Hi, my name is Sharyn Riley Mancini, and I buy houses for rehabs and rentals, and I am a real estate agent in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. And typically on this channel, I talk a lot about the specifics of like selling a home and how to prepare and what the process is and the things that people need to know. But today I have a story that I want to tell you, and it's, my two loves are real estate and rescue. So this is kind of like a love story, and it's really interesting how this all came together. And I love how so many different people worked on this together to make this happen. So let me start with the rescue part of it. So what happened is one of my colleagues, so I am with a lab specific rescue. I'm with Brookline Labrador Retriever Rescue. So we rescue labs and lab mixes. And if a dog looks labby enough, they come into the rescue, but we don't do other breeds. We don't do beagles, cocker spaniels, or German shepherds. So, or any other breed for that matter. So what happened was one of my rescue partners, Deb, went over to evaluate this black lab, and there was another dog at the house, and he was a shepherd mix named Apollo. And so while she was over there, we couldn't take Apollo. So we took the black lab Maya, but we couldn't take Apollo because he was a shepherd, and I couldn't stand it that he was there alone. And it was just like, it really, like, the people in my rescue were like sad about Apollo. We didn't really know what to do. So I started to post him on my Facebook page. And I was like, one post even said, I was like, I'm practically begging at this point. Please, can somebody please help me with Apollo? So everybody in Brookline was also on board with this. Like we have an email group, and so to communicate, and so we were all posting about Apollo and trying to figure it out, and a bunch of people were reaching out to other rescues. So there is another rescue. It's called Almost Home. I am really like, you really have to, I'm careful about who I do business with, and I'm careful about who I do rescue work with, but I really believe in Almost Home. And I was so thrilled because Margie, who is a rescue partner of mine, reached out to Almost Home, and they had a foster, which is wonderful. Like that's usually our biggest thing, is that we don't have a foster home. So they had a foster home, and it's funny because when I brought Apollo over there, she said to me, she was so sweet. She was this girl. She has one dog. She's new at rescue. It's her and her husband. And not only new at rescue, but when I went over there, she was like, yeah, I just got approved to foster yesterday. And they were like, can you take this dog? So that is how packed we all are with rescue. We just don't have enough foster homes. And it was so cute because she was like, I just got approved yesterday and I already have this dog. So I love it that Almost Home like just pulled this together so quickly. And I love it how we all work together in rescue. And I love it how the people in my rescue like really went to bat for this dog. Like reaching out to other rescues, trying to find other solutions. This dog was ready to go to ACT, which is Animal Control Philadelphia. And they do what they can, but the shelter is so overwhelmed. Dogs are being euthanized every day, even puppies. Like it's horrible. It's so horrible because they're so packed. They're an open intake shelter. And I try to avoid a dog going there at all costs. So Apollo was in Philadelphia, and I was just so sad that he was there, and so were the rest of my rescue partners. And I love it that Margie reached out to Almost Home and how we all work together in rescue with other rescues. And another part to this story that I love is, so Apollo wasn't alone. He was living with a man in a really bad situation. And the people in my rescue also cared about this man, and we didn't want him to be without housing. So what ended up happening is, because I am in the real estate business and I do real estate and rescue, I reached out to a real estate partner of mine, and he rents rooms by the room. And what's great about him is that he keeps his places top notch. Like a lot of times when you rent by the room, you kind of get some people that don't really follow the rules and they're causing problems. But this guy, he keeps his properties on the straight and narrow. They're clean, they're nice, they have decent people, there's not problems in there. So I reached out to him and I told him about the situation. And so this man, instead of experiencing homelessness, is going to rent one of his rooms. So we saved Maya, the black lab, who is now in foster home in my rescue, who will be available for adoption soon if you're interested in adopting a Labrador Retriever. We saved Apollo through Almost Home, and now he is in one of their foster homes and he's doing great. And we saved this man. So I love it that we were able to support so many beings in this rescue and real estate, and from having rescue relationships and having real estate relationships, we were able to pull this all together. And I love it how it all just came to be. Like, it all just worked out perfectly. So in this season of miracles, I'm recording this in it's holiday time right now, and I have one more miracle that I'm kind of hoping for, and I don't know if it'll happen or not, but I think it would be great if somebody would adopt Maya from Brookline and Apollo from Almost Home. I mean, that would just be like so fabulous. So I'm kind of hoping that that's what happens and we can get these kids together again. Like, I would just love that. But they're not really bonded. Like, sometimes we have bonded pairs and they need to stay together. These two aren't really bonded, but I kind of have like a little secret wish. So if you are a praying person, please pray that these two can come together again. And I love it that I can have both rescue and real estate. Like, I've made videos before about how it's just a blessing. Like, something just happens where I just get real estate and I just get rescue, and somehow it all just comes together and helps the world. So anyway, that's all I have. I just wanted to tell you a story. I don't usually tell stories. This is usually just like, knowledge and information about real estate in different areas. But I thought that somebody out there might appreciate this story. So if you have a house to sell, and it doesn't matter the condition, it doesn't matter your situation, I offer multiple solutions for homeowners to be able to sell their piece of property, whether it's on market or off market. I look at their financial situation, I look at their tax situation, I look at this situation with the property. And if you have a house to sell, I'm your girl. So my contact information is below. I'm also putting Brookline's information and Almost Home's information. So if you would like to make a donation to both or either, the information is in the description below. So please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out to get more of this information out to people. Like, comment, it all helps my channel. So thanks for being a part of it.